Stephen Innes in Bangkok. He's Chief Global Market Strategist at AxiCorp. Great to have you back with us, Stephen. Now, as I mentioned, some significant losses across the board, but particularly in Europe. Can you tell us more about what investors are reacting to and which sectors are being hit the hardest?
You know, there's a lot of stuff coming to the surface right now. We've got the stimulus issues in the U.S. that are loggerheads. We've also got some issues around the U.S. election risk. That doesn't want to leave the markets. But today, I think the smoking gun is unquestionably the fear of the lockdown again. And I think investors got incredibly spooked when the lockdowns in Paris happened. And this is just sending reverberations around the world. But that was also followed up by more lockdowns in the UK and potential lockdowns happening in Italy. So it looks like we're moving back into the COVID haze again. And right now the markets are up to their eyeballs in COVID. And that's a really worrying sign, dealing with all the other risks in the background.
Okay, now one bright spot in world markets was, of course, shares in Big Hit, which is the management company behind the K-pop juggernaut BTS. Now, shares in Big Hit have soared. Can you tell us more about how they went when they went public?
Yeah, you know, at least there's a glimmer of, some glimmer of light here, and it's the irony is coming from K-pop, but it just shows the power of influencers. I don't know about over in your neck of the woods, Oscar, but over here in Asia, the influential power of K-pop is phenomenal, and Bangkok especially, and every part of Asia is just phenomenal. Shares went off very well, and this is something that's going to be noticed throughout the next couple of months. That absolute power of influencers in the markets right now.
Now, turning to the US, we know stimulus negotiations have been on again, off again. They appear to have stalled, at least for now. Can you tell us how hopeful are investors feeling that any relief measures will be passed before the election?
Well, I think they'll take it, but it could be a little bit late now because I think the damage is getting done by the market's pivot to COVID. The stimulus may paper over some of the walls of worry around COVID, but really, I think this massive wave that we're dealing with right now is superseding any thoughts of a stimulus package, and I think that's where we're at right now. Hopefully, this thing doesn't spread like wildfire. Otherwise, we could find ourselves back in that hole that we dug so ominously back in March. Fingers crossed we're not at that point.
Okay, Stephen Innes from AxiCorp in Bangkok. Thanks as always for your analysis.